Have you ever felt like you are piling up stress and it's taking a toll on you, but you simply don't know how to handle it? You just take the beating. You are not alone. Many people out there are struggling with stress and they don't know how to open up, which is one of the best ways of beating up stress. And they really struggle with it. And I'm going to share with you a story about two friends. There was John and there was Mary. They were working together, and there was this week that John was really struggling at work. He had some issues at home and so on. So his performance was very poor and he was even affecting his colleagues. And then there was Mary, who had lost a relative and she was struggling to cope up with stress. So Mary don't know how to keep quiet, but John don't open up about the issues that he is going through because he thinks that he is burdening his friends. So Mary decides to go to John, tells him about the issues that she is going through. And then in the process, she notices that John is a little distant and distracted. So she asks John, what is wrong? What is going on? Because you are a little absent-minded. John, since Mary had opened up about her issues, he is prompted to do the same. He talks about the issues that he is going through. And funny enough, Mary had gone through the same issues in the past, and therefore she has something to offer John. She offers some few techniques and a few tricks on how to cope up with the current issues that John is going through. And lucky for him, he gets to overcome it. And in the same process, she gets to speak about her issues. This one was a symbiotic relationship. They helped each other. But you may wonder, now Mary is opening up by talking to friends. Is there any other way I can open up stress and overcome it? There are three ways, including opening up to a friend and, or a relative or a person that you can trust. Number one, you can write a journal, or you can write on a piece of paper. Sometimes all you need to do to overcome stress or to express your feelings or the struggles that you are going through is write it down. Some people write books, the issues that they are going through, they write books and they sell it, so they end up benefiting from it and they overcome it. And speaking out on your issues by writing them down helps alleviate the level unto which the stress is affecting you. Writing it down is one way. The other way is speaking to a friend, and the other way is speaking to a professional. Professionals like psychologists or counselors have specialized on mental issues, and stress is one of them. If you identify or you approach a professional, they can really help you. They can share strategies and tricks on how you can overcome stress. They can share strategies or things to do, activities. They can suggest maybe activities like yoga on how you can cope up with stress quickly. What are the benefits of opening up? One of the major benefits is it makes you feel less alone. Sometimes when you are going through a challenge or struggle, you think that it was orchestrated or maybe it was invented just for you. And therefore you may think that no one else is going through the same issue. Funny enough, when you open up to a friend, you realize that they have gone through the same issue and they discovered the hard way. They discovered a way to cope up with the stress, and then they will be sharing the same tips that they used to cope up with the stress to help you. You'll be benefiting, but you don't have to struggle to find the ways to cope up with that stress the hard way. Okay? So it helps you feel less alone, that you are not struggling with the same problem alone. The other thing is it reduces your stress levels. When you talk to someone, I don't know whether it's me alone, but whenever I talk to somebody about an issue that I'm going through, I feel like a big burden have been lifted off my shoulders. Talking about an issue to a friend or a relative that you trust really alleviates the burden from you. It reduces the burden from you, so it reduces the levels of stress that you're going through. The other benefit is that it leads to helpful advice. A professional, whether you are talking to a professional or a friend, they have gone through the same stress, they have gone through the same issue, and they discovered a few ways to evade the stress or maybe cope up with the stress. So they are going to share the same advice with you. It is going to benefit you. Let's say you don't open up stress. What are the dangers that you are facing? Danger number one that you are facing is it leads to mental health issues, anxiety, depression. All this comes as a result of keeping stress to yourself, because you are taking the beating. You are getting sick inside. Okay? So it is killing your inner man. Are you together? The other danger is it leads to physical illnesses. So stress doesn't only lead to mental, the invisible diseases. It leads to visible diseases like heart disease. We have a stroke. We have high blood pressure. All these diseases come as a result of keeping stress to yourself, because it is eating you up. Okay? The other danger is it strains your relationship. When something is bothering you, you are not able to concentrate on having a healthy relationship with your friends, with your children, with your family, with your colleagues. All the time you are lost in your thoughts, and therefore you are absent-minded. Sometimes you may not care about others as much as you are supposed to when you are keeping stress to yourself, and therefore it's going to draw you away from others, leading to unhealthy relationship. It's also important to know that opening stress helps you alleviate mental illnesses, physical illnesses, and other types of problems. It's also important to know that it's okay not to be okay, and there is always a solution waiting for you if you are ready to receive it. So open up.